Are we on? Alright, Ian's Talk Show, episode 4. Alright guys, I know it's a little late, but better late than never, although it is Friday night, so that's really late Friday, right? So today's episode is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be looking up current events and events I find that are worth talking about. I'll talk about them. I mean, it won't be anything like ridiculous, like cat gets stuck in an 80-foot tree. Although that would be pretty crazy. But let's go ahead and type it in. Current events. Oh, well, guess you're wondering, oh look, new laptop. Yeah, well, this laptop's a lot better and, well, I got the mic working. I wasn't able to get it, and I just got up. So I realized something wasn't right. Everything should be right. It's a little different setup, but hey, this isn't like Galactic Movie News. But although you should check out Galactic Movie News and all my other content. But if you don't want to, watch any kind of shows like that, you just want to watch something where you can just laugh at it because it's so ridiculous, like, why is this guy doing it? And pay attention. Keep watching. Stick with me, okay? Alright. So, got everything all typed in. And, okay, well, check out this. Alright. Okay, so here's something I guess we'll talk about. Child death toll in flu season hits 53 as hospitalization soars. Hospitalizations soar. Sorry. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, I heard about the flu, as I mentioned myself. I heard about the flu pretty going crazy this year. It's like I'm not sure what it's called. I can't remember the name of this new flu, but like people are running out of the things to the vaccines. Places running out. People are going to like different cities and states to get it. I mean, it's gnarly. Pretty crazy. I'm not gonna dive into that as much. I'll swim back to the top, and because I don't know too much about that subject. Let's look at some more current events. So this is just gonna be a fun video, just about stuff that's going on in the world, and next episode 5 after this, it'll be really good. I take that back. It might be better than this. It could be a lot worse. There's a good chance for that. Don't quote me on that. You know that flu thing I read? It doesn't say where, like which city, what state, what part of the country. Maybe it's just like over, I don't know. I'm on USA Today, so I mean, who knows? This is just on USA Today. Here's some top stories. Arizona man who sold ammo to Vegas shooter charged. Well, what do you think's gonna happen? Nah, I can't really say that though. In Arizona, it's a lot of desert out there. I mean, people say there's UFOs that land out there. So I mean, if UFOs can land out there unseen, why can't you, sell ammo? Oh! Wow, it just dawned on me. Arizona man who sold ammo to Vegas shooter charged to the Vegas shootings. I thought it was just like another guy who, shot in Vegas. Oh wow, that didn't even dawn on me. That is crazy. I take back everything I just said before I realized that. I wish I could edit out. Unfortunately, everyone makes mistakes. It didn't dawn on me about the Vegas shooting. Because it just says Vegas shooter, not the Vegas shootings. As in, like... I guess I just read that as in, like, one person got shot. I don't know why I read it like that. Okay, so moving on. Let's see about some other ones. By the way, I'm not sure what was going on last time, but the mic seems to be working pretty good. Rearranged it a little bit for the podcast, and wow. Alright. Well, I'll continue that story I was just saying later. I just noticed another one. Family's lost dog turns up 10 years later. I'm clicking on that. Let's talk about that. That's crazy, if that's true. What is this? I don't think that's what I clicked on. Whoa. USA Today failing me right now. Maybe I should do something else. Oh. Easy. You know what? Okay. Dude cannot touch over there. Okay, family's dog turns up 10 years after vanishing from home. Apollo. Oh man, what? You know what? Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Right. Man, I really need to catch up on my maps. Anyways, Apollo, Pennsylvania, family has been reunited with this dog 10 years after the dog went missing. Okay, I'm going to stop right there. Now, how do you know it's the exact same dog? Does it still have the same collar? That's just the first sentence. I mean, now how do they know? What if they just bought an older dog? A dog that would be the same dog just 10 years later. It was like, oh my gosh, let's put our names out there on the news or whatever. Well, I don't know. I'll continue reading. I'm just saying. That's the first thought that popped in my mind. Deborah Surveld and her family assumed their dog Abby had died after she ran away in 2008. That's really weird. My dad's dog name is Abby. Anyways, but decades-old sadness turned to joy on Saturday when Surveld received word someone had found the dog. 10 years later? It's hard for me to believe that. I mean, I know dogs can do that. Like, dogs, just crazy memory like that. Maybe that he just... how to go make a dog for himself and then decide to come back and retire. I don't know. Well, I'll continue reading. Just a little bit. Not too much. Got other stuff to look up. And on that note, hold on just 1 second. Being very, very ridiculous right now. I know. Okay. Now let's see. Where was I? The Black Labrador mix showed up on George Spearing's front porch in Lower Burrell, 10 miles west of Apollo. Spearing contacted animal protectors of Allegheny. Oh man. Allegheny Valley. Allegheny Valley. One of those two, I'm guessing. Which discovered the dog's microchip was able to contact surveilled. Oh man, sorry, it's just this having to be two really hard names. The owner and the person who found the dog. But now they're saying a microchip. Well, okay, I didn't know microchips were a thing 10 years ago. I thought they were a thing like 5 years ago. Again, I should remember my history, my maps. That's crazy. 10 miles from Apollo, where she was living. We'll just say their first names. What was the lady's name? Deborah. Okay, so Deborah lost her dog 10 years ago. Doesn't say the dog's name though. Does it? Whatever. Anyways, so Deborah lost her dog, black Labrador mix, in Apollo, Pennsylvania. 10 miles west of Apollo, a guy named George found the dog and called Animal Patrol, Animal Patrol took him, I guess, did a scan for a memory chip trigger to Deborah, and that's where we're at right now. Someone had taken good care of Abby Abby, that's her name. I just got done saying that's my dad's dog's name. Wow. So, point is, Deborah called her, someone had taken care of Abby over the years. Abby is in great health and remembers things, and the family taught her, Deborah said. She would lie on the floor and cross her paws, and she remembers my daughter's commands, and she remembers the commands I taught her. Deborah told KDK-TV. Deborah called her 22-year-old daughter, who was a student at Miami University in Oxford, Ohio, to share the news. She cried. Deborah told the Pittsburgh Tribune. Deborah's family has planned a reunion dinner on Sunday to welcome back Abby. Reunion dinner for the family or for the lost dog? And who was this mysterious taking care of Abby? Crazy. I totally forgot about microchips too, but like I said, I thought it was a thing 5 years ago. So, really don't quote me like that. Don't quote me like that. Don't quote me like this. So, that's crazy. That is just nuts. Alright. Let's see. This is all on USA Today. And this is February 2nd, 11:22. Eastern time in Florida. Other known as Florida time. So, like I said, 11:23 p.m. February 2nd. Coming from me from Florida. So, if you go on the website and it's not there, it's because someone took it off, or maybe someone didn't put it on yet, and somehow I'm in the future. That'd be crazy. Here's one. Dad who rushed Nassar. I am no hero. I apologize for saying that because I have no idea what that means. I'm just gonna... Let's see. Well, those are just top stories. Let's look at some more stuff. Huh. Well, while I search for more news, current stuff happening. Oh, too far. Let's see. I'm gonna go to time.com. It's always a good site, right? Okay. Oh. Alright, so Rika. Let's see. Let's go down the list. Stock market has its work. Oh man. Stock market has its worst week in 2 years as Dow Jones, also known as Dow, maybe, D-O-W. Jones falls more than 600 points. Don't know that much about the stock market, so skip that. 53 children have died from flu this year. Didn't I just say that on the other website that I just looked at, USA Today? 53, didn't say, I don't know if it said died, it said infected. Did I say died? Oh man, that's crazy. Things real, man. I guess that's real. Unless they're just dying of something else. Alright, let's see. Alright. Here's a good one. Girl in Slender Man stabbing is sentenced. Now, dude, this is just super crazy. What just happened right there? I never clicked on anything. You not good person. Alright. So I'm not gonna click on the article like I did the last one. The last one. Just gonna keep it there. It's just like a 2-sentence. But a couple years ago, I think is when it happened. I can't remember the exact date. Although, I easily could just look it up. But anyways, point of the story is, I guess these 3 girls were. Well, I'm not even sure if it was the 3 girls to begin with. I think it was the 2 girls who were on, I guess, creepypasta.com. Excuse me, or Slenderman.com. I'm pretty sure Slenderman was on creepypasta.com, which is like this creepy website that people make up stories and make weird videos, I think. I'm not sure. I haven't been on it. Probably don't plan on going on it. I don't know. But these 2 girls were, I guess, talking to supposedly Slender Man, which is with this guy that was just feeding them all these lies and telling them to do hurtful things to their friend. And well, I don't know if it was right away. I think they made another friend in school, and then they told the Slender Man, and Slender Man said to do these hurtful things to them. And it's just a tragic story. The 2 girls end up stabbing this girl and leaving her in the woods. Girl was, survived though, and recovered. Now, she's doing good. Nothing permanent, no permanent damage as far as I know. And let's see. And it says a judge has sentenced a Wisconsin girl to the maximum 40 years in a mental hospital for stabbing a classmate in an attack aimed at pleasing a fictional horror character known as Slenderman. Now, I don't know, 40 years in a mental hospital is really Right. I mean, I know that. Well, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Because when you're a kid, like, I don't know. I mean, I don't really know much about the girl. The girl could have had some traumatic stuff happen to her and it made her crazy. And maybe she just needs to get help and realize, I don't know. But there's a story that I remember reading a long time ago, so I thought I'd bring it up. And, there I am again, just when I talk, just, throwing my arms out there, like, hey, there's that crazy arm guy. Whew. Okay. Oh, what about this? Did you guys see the super blue blood moon eclipse all over the world? Stunning photos show. I tried to stay up. I stayed up till 6 o'clock and I fell asleep. I couldn't do it anymore. I know, ridiculous. And people in the, it's like, oh man, you won't be able to see this for another 150 years. But people did stay up to see this. I'm seeing some pictures right now and it's beautiful. It's so cool. I mean, it is badass, man. Another 150 years. Crazy, 150 years ago, people were watching the same exact thing. Same exact thing. I was recently watching Star Talk with Neil deGrasse Tyson, and he had Bill Nye on, and they were talking about an interview that Neil did with Elon Musk, and I was like, man, I keep forgetting about Bill Nye. He's Bill Nye the Science Guy in middle school and elementary school, and crazy, but he was on the show, and they were just talking about Elon Musk, and I just, I don't know, I just forgot Bill Nye. I don't know, I guess he's the chairman or the founder of the Planetary Society Association, something like that. I don't know, but man, it was cool listening to him because I've never really heard him in an interview. Just, sorry. Just in the Bill Nye the Science Guy show, and like actually listen to him talk about science, and not in a this is made for 5 to 10-year-olds kind of a way. I was like, man, he's a smart dude. I don't think a lot of people give him enough credit for that. He really is. Which made me lead up to I guess the blood moon led me to the super blue blood moon led me to that. But there was one more thing I wanted to talk about. You know what? Let's get out of time.com. Let's go to a different. Not going to Fox News. Not going to really any kind of. How about New York Times? You know what? Let's do something crazy. Let's just go crazy. I sound like Bob Ross. Let's just go crazy and paint a giant tree in the middle of this painting. Okay, so instead of putting current events and let's go to like some paranormal news and see what's going on in that kind of a world. Paranormal events. Paranormal current events. Awesome. Alright, Huffington Post. Paranormal Huffington Post. Pentagon's former UFO hunter. We may not be alone. Oh man. I think I talked about this in one of my previous scenes talk shows. Tom DeLonge. Crazy. Look it up. To the Stars Academy of Arts and Science. I'm almost thinking about becoming a member. I mean, dude, they have like an art section, a science section where you can design like video games, movies, TVs. I'm doing this. I'm already a one-man crew, one-man studio. I got all these, cool ideas and stuff, and I'm just finally, getting myself out there. I'm working hard. There you go, I am, crazy arm guy. I'm doing it, man. You guys can do it too. Ain't that right? Okay. Anyways, here's a couple more. British tabloids jump on reports of shape-shifting UFOs. What? NBR. Oh. NBA star Meta World Peace claims ghosts touched him inappropriately. The ghosts were all over me. I guess quote, this is what he said. The ghosts were all over me. Ghosts were all over me, man. I said no, and they didn't want it. He told me just to close my eyes, think of something else. Crazy. Okay. But this is on the Huffington Post. I don't know if it's real. It's funny though. Mysterious floating black ring over Disneyland explained. Man, okay, well this is good. This is good. I'm not gonna talk about this, but what I just read leads me to something I have been working on, and I'm gonna keep working on it. I'm on the laptop, and when I'm doing this podcast, or when I'm doing my other shows, or movie reviews, trailer reviews, reactions to movies, or maybe I'll film myself watching a movie, doing a commentary to something. I want to have like a little TV screen or a big monitor screen, just the screen, to where when I'm typing something, pulling something up, and I'm reading something, you guys can see it too. Excuse me, and still hear me. Sorry. Eventually, I'm gonna have, maybe it over here somewhere, maybe where Yoda is, and I'll have the camera back further, so it'll be a wider shot. So maybe I'll be like over here, so the TV's big, you can see it, everything's hooked up. That's down the road. So we'll keep going down the list. And you know what? Let's get out of Huffington Post. Maybe that was maybe that was bad. How about paranormal news? It's always fun to do some of this stuff. Paranormal Warehouse, the #1 source of everything paranormal. Alright, well, let's give you a shot. Let's give you a shot. By the way, while I'm doing what I'm doing, just want to say Wednesday of this week, SpaceX launched, not the Falcon Heavy, but their rocket. It was a test for some kind of high orbit thrust, outer thrust. I don't know, look it up. Pretty cool though. Got to see it. There we go. Let's see. I'll raise you to about there. What is that at? You know what? Why not? What's this? Oh my gosh, what just popped up? Alright, back to paranormalwarehouse.com. Evidence from the other side. I'm going to be running down some of these topics for you today. representing ParanormalWarehouse.com. I just got done talking to my alien contacts. They gave me the scoops on... I'm just kidding. No, I'm just reading some silly news. Unless you believe this stuff. Hey, I believe some of it. I actually believe a lot of it. Don't get me wrong. I believe a lot of it. I've done my fair share of listening to all kind of Coast to Coast with Art Bell. Staying up till 3, 4 in the morning just researching Nazis on the moon and all kinds of crazy shit. Lizard people, reptilians, aliens, abductees, love the X-Files. I'm into a lot of it. But I also keep an open mind. You kinda have to. Kinda like you kinda have to. So, let's see. Possible UFO during supermoon. Well, if there... Well, let's talk about this from like a... You know what? That's funny. Have you guys heard anything about the Zuma incident? About the last SpaceX rocket that launched before the one I was just talking about this previous Wednesday? It was like early January. And it had the Zuma payload. And now they're saying a possible UFO during the supermoon. What if it was the Zuma was a government something? So what if this was whatever the government wanted to really get to know the supermoon and all the stuff, around the supermoon. And what if that's what we're looking at? It's a crazy thought. Now, let's take it into a different direction. What if it's not the Zuma or any satellites or anything we made? If you wanted to watch something and really understand something about something that happens every 150 years, say, an alien, that'd be where I would go. Right up to it. Hey, there's a super blue blood moon. Say that like 6 times fast. Super blue blood moon, super blue blood moon. I guess that's not that hard. Anyway, super blue blood moon. Or is it just the blood super blue moon? Okay, anyways, we'll just call it the super moon. Super blue blood moon. Yeah, super blue blood moon. Gosh, I'm making it harder than I need it to be. Okay, so what if it was a UFO? We're probably just taking data of it. It only comes every 150 years. So, what's bad about that? Just like us sending a satellite to it, if it was a satellite. I guess that's what I'm trying to say is, if it's a UFO or some kind of alien probe checking it out, it only occurs every 150 years, or if it's ours, won't we do the same thing? And if we're going to do the same thing to check it out, because it only occurs every 150 years, unless the aliens have time traveling capability that can just jump to 150 years or rewind to 150 years and just, examine and do all their tests on the phenomenon. The phenomenon. Well, on that note, it's a pretty long episode. On that note, guys, I will catch you guys all later. Thank you so much for tuning in. And, Ian's Talk Show, episode 4. Watch out for episode 5. Or is this 5? And I'm saying watch out for number 4. I know number 1 isn't on, but that's because I've already did number 1 about 15 years ago. Maybe longer, maybe not as longer. If you're watching this, you know who. You know what I'm talking about. MySpace. Look it up. Look me up. Alright. Thank you guys so much. Ba-da-ba-da.